right? Now you could put a weight on the buoy and sink it down, or you could push the buoy down and hold it down. But eventually what happens? Once that anchor or them lies get off of it, or that weight gets off of it, it's going to pop right back up to the top or to the surface. And that's what's happening right now. Matter of fact, somebody get the Apocrypha. While you read that, I'm see if I can find that.
Right, this Revelation goes straight to the point. 12 and 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
Right, so the serpent, which was who? The Romans, the so-called white man Esau.
The Greek Empire.
The Greek Empire, coming up to date to the Spanish Empire. You know, the so-called British.
Yep.
You know, the French. You know, and all those different empires that came up that were Edomite empires, they pushed out waters which were lies after the woman. And that's why today you have the belief, even to this day, 2012, almost 2013, you have the belief among certain people that that Yahweh Shai or Jesus Christ, that as the world calls him, is still a white man. That's why, because they pushed that water out like a flood. That flood came out like it was gushing out. Right. And you know, if you got something that's gushing out, it's going to take you. You're going to be pushed downstream with it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but the Lord gave us the ability to see through those lies and through that flood, and to be able to swim uphill. You know, with the truth. You know, and that's how the truth is. It's going to keep coming at you. No matter how much you try to swat it away, it's going to keep coming at you. Yep. You can't stop it. So go ahead, brother.
Right. It says, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Right, that he may cause her, what? The woman, which is who? Israel, to be carried away of that flood. And to a certain degree or a certain extent, the majority of our people have been carried away with that flood. Look at them today. Even to this very day, you have Jakes out there that's all into Islam. You have Jakes out there that's all into Roman Catholicism. You have Jakes out there that's all into the Baptists, the Seventh-day Adventists, the Jehovah's Wickedness, and all different other 5%er, and any other type of religion that's out there. You would best believe you will have an Israelite that's in there worshiping that. Because the scriptures say what? That they will worship gods, even new gods that are newly come up.
Right.
So whatever is out there to be worshipped, Jake will be there to worship it. So you best believe that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Is that it on that, brother?
Yep.
All right. So get 2nd Ezra. I got it right here if you want to read it here. 2nd Ezra 6 and 27 and 28.
Right. 2nd Ezra.
Anything else good? You know.
Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
That's what's happening right now. Corruption is being overcome. Go ahead.
Right. And the truth, which have been so long without fruit.
Right. Who the Israelites are.
Right.
Who the Lord died for.
That's right.
You know, and all of the truth that pertains to Israel. Go ahead.
It says,
and read it again. The truth.
As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Yep.
And the truth, which have been so long without fruit.
Yep.
Shall be declared.
Shall be declared. What does the word declare mean? De or de is of, and clear, claret or clear. Of, clear, to be made clear. So the truth is being made clear, and all the lies are being squashed down. And that's what's happening, man. You know? And you know what? You know, the beautiful thing is the truth is already out. But more and more as each day goes by, the Lord is sealing up more and more the elect and who the tribes are. Because it happened back then. Because when Abba Bivens was on the scene, I was amazed when I heard it. Because I wasn't around when Abba was around, you know. But I've heard like tapes about him. I've heard the man. I heard that the man was a great speaker. The man was a great man of the Lord. He was all about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and when he was speaking, there were times when he would speak to Jake out there and break it down and, you know, tell them they got to come back to the Lord. And then there was one particular speaking that he was saying, you know, you so-called Negroes, you Puerto Ricans and blah. So he was breaking it down. You know, he said that you white people, you the Edomites, and you so-called Negroes, you Puerto Ricans, you West Indians, you know. He said you the Israelites. But he just didn't know what tribe each one of those peoples belong to.
Right.
You know, but then the spirit got on Elder Ariah, which came up, which is a contemporary with the man that read for the man, that was pushed out there to speak by the man through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the Lord gave him the revelation of the tribes and which one pertained to Ephraim and Judah and Benjamin and Levi and Simeon and Zebulun and Issachar, and then he tied it in with the scriptures as to each characteristic of these different tribes.
And that's something that you monkeys out there will never be able
That's
to
right.
understand, because the scriptures speak about being spiritual. How
right.
the carnal man can't receive the things of the spirit.
That's right.
Because they are spiritually discerned.
That's right.
So you carnal niggas, you ain't gonna get it. That's why you always bumping your head. How you gonna say that Zebulon is this and that
Right.
Benjamin means this and that
Right.
this is that, because you're carnal men.
Yep.
And you can't understand the things of the spirit. And
That's
all
right.
you niggas can say out your mouth is all the Israelites have to be from sub-Saharan Africa, because you read a passage in the book
What was it, Zephaniah?
Zephaniah, but they read a passage basically out of this book, which is called Hebrewisms of West Africa by Joseph J. Williams.
Boom.
Yeah.
But there's even parts in here which I have to find it where he makes mention of the Mexicans being Israelites.
Yeah.
But I have to find it.
But you know what? You find it, brother. Let me know. We'll make a copy of it. We'll put it up. But you know what? That's even more information to come out.
Yep, that's right.
You know, and that's the point. See, the point is you guys are ignorant. You know, you're stuck on stupid.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
you have this belief that, all right, like in the movie, what was that, Jungle Fever? You know, Flipper and Gator. You know, their father. You know, the preacher.
Yeah.
He made comments. And he said, you know, you have the octoroons and the quadroons and the septunes and the septitunes and the calicoons or whatever.
Right.
You know, so those are different shades of black people. You
Right.
know? And you guys out there, if you just a shade too light from that, then you're not an Israelite.
Yeah, that's how you monkeys think.
You're stupid, man. You're stupid. You know, because if Israel is scattered among these nations and they mix themselves with those nations, all of Israel is not going to look the same in these last days.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Yep.
You know? So you got
something for
something,
you.
brother? Bring that out.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world,
Right.
but the spirit which is of the Most High,
That's right.
that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High.
That's right. And basically, you know what
Yep.
what that goes back to? Like them Jews in Jerusalem, they weren't accepting the Israelites outside of Jerusalem because they were saying you're heathens.
Right.
The Most High ain't dealing with you no more.
Huh?
And that's the same spirit you guys got on today to this
right.
day. You know?
That's right.
They said Paul was bringing in heathens to the temple. That's the same spirit y'all got. You know, because y'all say that that brothers in GMS that they're mamzers and they're this and they're that and they're mixed seeds and all this bullshit. You ain't doing nothing different than what was going on back then in Jerusalem.
That's right.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth,
That's right.
but which the Holy Spirit teacheth,
Right, what the Holy Spirit teaches.
comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
So now, what does it mean to compare? I would love to hear one of them clowns break that down. One of
Man.
you clowns that claim that only black men or black people are Israelites. I would love to hear you break that down, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. What does that mean? I'm gonna break it down for you because I know you faggots can't break it down. Basically, what spiritual things mean, the Bible is spiritual.
That's right.
So how do you break down spiritual things with spiritual things? You take what's in the Bible and you find out what's going on, among these people today, and you compare the two.
Right, like, if I may say, like what we've been bringing out in these series, which you dumbass niggas are making weak-ass videos trying to come against us, all right? But basically, how we read the information, the article, that the account that, his name, whatever his name was,
Kingsborough,
Lord
Lord
that he had about the different tribes, how they were doing certain customs that were the same customs that were found in the records of Israel that
Right.
the Israelites and the Jews were doing.
Right.
So we compare spiritual and the spirit. Like, look, that's
Boom.
the Israelites because what? The things that they were doing that was recorded about them,
Yep.
they were doing it back in Israel. It goes back
right.
to Israel.
Yep.
Fringes, guess what? That's in the law and the scriptures. So that's comparing spiritual things with the spiritual
Which
things.
basically that's what we're saying, you know. And you know what? That's what the scriptures say, that the Spirit beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Right.
Based off of what? Not based off of, because you got the so-called Jews. They call themselves Jews.
Right.
They wear yarmulkes on their head. Well, I don't know where the fuck they got that custom from. They wear the zitzes on the side of their thing, you know, on the side of their clothes. They wear all black. We don't know where the fuck they got that from. So if people look at that and say, oh, they got to be the people of God, because look at the way they dress, look at the way they carry themselves, and they say that they've been persecuted. They ain't been persecuted. And you people out there, you guys out there, you don't know how to discern shit from shinola. Is there more to that, brother? Okay.
Verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him.
And basically, when you guys say that, you know, the Latin tribes or the Native American Indian tribes or the Hispanics, they're not Israelites, when you say that, because this is foolishness to you, because you can't receive things of the Spirit.
I got something of the Spirit right now.
Let me just read.
Just let him hit that one point and bring that out.
It says, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
Because they are spiritually discerned. So smarten up. Smarten up.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Now, this is from a book called The Medieval Empire of the Israelites, right? Now, it says this here. Now, this is an example of what Elder Aram Labin Menatazak was talking about. Page 28. It says, Ecuador. As regards the South American Indians and their possible relationship.
And there wasn't charcoal black. Okay, just I have to throw that out there because you got to make that point.
Well, this is what they look like right there.
You go, hold on. Let me see. Okay.
That's what some of them Indians look like.
All right. All right. Okay. Got that?
Black.
Let me get it right. There you go. There you go, brother.
Right. They weren't charcoal black.
That's right. I got that. Let me get that.
I just
Okay. All right.
And it says here, as regards the South American Indians and their possible relationship to the lost tribes of Israel, an article was published in the Israeli newspaper Ma'ariv, December 1974, with the following content. In 1587, the Jesuit Nicholas Deltza was sent to South America by the King of Spain for missionary purposes to convert the Indians to Christianity in Argentina. Nicholas discovered a people who bore Jewish names, namely Abraham, David, Moses, and so forth.
Wow.
To the question about whether they were circumcised, these people answered thus: yes, just like our ancestors.
Oh, what ancestors? Come on, man.
Abraham, David, and Moses.
Come on, man. Is there more?
It says, yes, just like our ancestors. In this same region were found stone knives used for circumcision. Sharpened stone knives are mentioned also in the Bible as special instruments for completion of the rite of circumcision. An Argentine tribe.
That's Argentina for you assholes out there.
Yeah.
Argentina, which it was called Argentina because it comes from the word silver. Because they found a lot of silver down there. That's why they called it Argentina.
Right.
Who's down there? Israelites, so-called Indians. Go ahead, brother.
It says
Tribe of Naphtali, that's right.
An Argentine tribe where a stone slab with 3 commandments was found causes no less interest. Do not steal, do not lie, do not kill. One may assume that these commandments are from the Old Testament and that they appear...
Assume.
Yeah. What you mean assume? You goddamn right. Where else they come from? Where else they come from, man?
Who else said that?
And I thought they were savages.
Yeah.
A savage doesn't think like that.
Well, first of all, a savage is not going to greet you warmly.
Nope.
A savage is not going to go out there and see that your boat is sinking and take all your stuff off of it and bring it to the shore and make sure that the men that are around it, you know, make sure that everything is in the proper order and give it to you. They're not going to be pleasant, you know. And when them bastards came over here, all the people that they ran across were pleasant. The ones that wasn't pleasant to them were the ones that they by the time they had came over here and did this dirt that they were doing, then they started saying, you know what, man, fuck these motherfuckers, man. We're gonna take them out. That's why there were certain ones of you bastards that our people drowned, that our people were fucking up.
Yeah.
and killing them and making raids on you. Why? Then they say, "Oh, those are savages."